Hola YouTube, seguimos en The Council y vamos a empezar la tercera parte de esta partida 1 titulada Vinos y Cañones. Venga, vamos a darle.
Alright, in my vision yesterday I saw that Mother had this room before me. I'd better search the room. Who knows? Maybe she left me something behind.
Vale, pues vamos a buscar en la habitación a ver qué cosas encontramos. Ah, vale, aquí hay jalea real, pero como solo podemos llevar 5 y las no puedo coger más, obviamente.
I haven't even had time to unpack my cases. Inspiration of St. Matthew, or
Esto ya lo habíamos
Matthew
visto
writing his gospel,
la otra vez.
dictated to him by voices.
Ahí hay algo. Esto ya lo vi, ¿no? En el último vídeo ya estaba aquí, que explicaba a Lord Mortimer por qué no había podido recibirnos.
Writing material.
A ver, examinar.
From what I see, no ink's ever been used on this quill. The smell reminds me of something. It smells like linen. That's odd.
Vale, pues bueno.
Writing material.
Este otra vez, me cago en la leche. Salir. Vale, pues esta pluma huele a limón. ¿Por qué oler a limón?
Why is Caravaggio represented St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on but doesn't touch.
A ver, no hay nada más por aquí. Ahí hay una vela. Ahí hay una caja. La almohada.
Nothing.
Nothing. Y aquí, a
The
ver.
torture of Ixion, condemned by the gods to lose his mind because of his arrogance.
Obtenido abrojo. Viva.
A ruble.
Un rublo. Vale. Aquí hay otra caja. Este la miramos, ¿no? En el último episodio me parece.
Inferno by Dante.
Este también lo vimos en el
all
último
ye who
vídeo.
enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very
A ver
jolly.
qué más hay. En la estantería hay algo y en el suelo creo que también.
This bookcase is well stocked. Oh, this book has been put back the wrong way round. A Voyage Around the World. The travel log of the explorer Louis-Antoine de Bougainville. One of Mother's favorite books. What a coincidence. And I don't believe in coincidences. It's just too much. I don't know what's going on here, but if you felt threatened, I'll bet you'd leave a clue, wouldn't you, Mother? Found it. A faint sign of the order, barely visible. Mother, you undoubtedly must have hidden a clue in this book. Let's see if I can find anything else in this room.
A ver si encontramos algo, venga.
The paper's rougher around the writing. The paper's moist here. Very light stain, barely visible. And the smell reminds me of something. Come on, Louis, think. Think. Let's recap. My mother was in this room. I found a rare edition of her favorite book. She must have left something behind. She applied a liquid to the book. She must have used the writing materials. The quill has been used, but not with regular ink. A message using invisible ink. I bet she used a limit to leave a message. Now, how do I reveal the message?
A ver cómo conseguimos el texto de... A ver, aquí hay algo en el
Look.
suelo.
Markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage.
Sería guay, Cenizas, la cogemos. La ceniza, pero ¿para qué vamos a coger ceniza? A ver qué más hay en la habitación. Nos falta un trocito. Ah, mira, aquí hay algo.
Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice strong coffee though.
Oh yeah.
Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint.
Esta es la de Saturno devorando a sus
Saturn
hijos.
devouring his son. Again? I saw
Mítica.
the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son. The conversion of
Qué
Saint
raro
Paul,
eso, ¿eh?
the
O sea,
Caravaggio,
tener dos cuadros
Saint Francis of
iguales en la
Assisi
casa
and
es
ecstasy
rarísimo, tío.
before superior voices. It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes.
Vale. Lo que voy a hacer es usar la jalea y ahora puedo coger este que estaba en la bandeja y así vuelvo a tener 5. Y ahora recupero un poco de puntos de esfuerzo por si tengo que hacer algo ahora. Vale. Y aquí hay algo interesante. Vamos a ver. Catalejo ese que no nos enseña nada. A ver aquí. Propiedades del limón. Coger limón. Lógica nivel 1.
When I was a boy, I used to love making secret messages with lemon juice. Handy for writing them, but useless for making them appear.
Vale. O sea, pues a lo mejor tiene que ver con el mensaje de ella, ¿no? Porque además hemos visto que la pluma estaba con olor a limón, así que a lo mejor el mensaje de la madre está escrito con limón para que no lo vea nadie. Puede ser, ¿no? Pues para desbloquear, o sea, para ver el mensaje, yo me imagino que lo que hay que hacer es utilizar una vela, ¿no? O sea, poner un fuego debajo para que se vea el mensaje como es. A ver, ¿dónde está? Aquí está la vela. Vamos a probar a ver si así, a ver si no va a quemar el libro por alguna casualidad. Pero yo creo que así se hacía, vamos. Eso me acuerdo de cuando era pequeño que lo hacía así. Cuando hacíamos el idiota con mensajes secretos. A ver. Acercar el candelabro a la página.
It's working. The heat reveals the message. Let's see what my mother wrote. Where all eyes size you up, you must pass by the Gorgon. Gorgon was the name of Medusa in Greek mythology. On the other hand, where all eyes size you up, I don't get it. And judging by the number of paintings in the manor, could be anywhere. After that, she adds, beware hero. The beast always charges the best protected soldier. And that's its weakness. What is my mother trying to tell me? Since you've gone to so much trouble, you must not have only found something important, but you must have also felt like you were in great danger. Now I better hurry and find that damn Medusa.
Sir, dinner is served in the red salon.
Typical.
I'm not hungry. Please give my apologies to all the guests.
Sir Holm requests your presence, sir.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait before going and looking for my Medusa.
Tell him I'll be there in a minute.
Pues nada, tenemos que ir al Salón Escarlata. Y pues eso. Hemos descubierto otra pista más de la madre, así que todo bien. Mira, ahí hay un libro que no habíamos visto antes. Agua del Carmen, vale, no era un libro, era un objeto de estos que nos ayudan para... Creo que es para descubrir las vulnerabilidades o alguna cosa de esas.
If I get a chance, I may have to take a little tour through the rooms of the other guests.
Puede ser. Bueno, vamos a ir hacia el sitio este. Y tal. A ver si es por aquí. Que yo con estas mierdas me pierdo un montón, así que no sé si es por la derecha, por la izquierda o qué. Un montón de
That's the door to
puertas.
Elizabeth's room.
Quizás es un mensaje para que entremos, puede ser. O no. O simplemente... No sé.
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet. I really need to talk to you.
Hello. You're Elizabeth Adams, aren't you?
Yes, I regret that we haven't been properly introduced.
Do you often fall ill like that?
Yes, sometimes. But don't worry, I guess I'm kind of a frail flower.
Maybe you were feeling hungry.
No, it was nothing to do with being hungry. Fatigue, probably. I've been feeling more and more exhausted lately.
Well, get some rest then, Elizabeth. Take advantage of the sea air and you'll soon get your strength back.
Do you really want to know what made me ill? Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island. What are you doing here?
Same as everyone else. I accepted Lord Mortimer's invitation.
I know your mother very well.
Really?
Yes, I have been in your mother's care ever since I was born.
She nursed you?
Oh, I wouldn't say nursed. No. I remember her stare, cold as ice. Her sadistic hands pressing over my mouth to silence me while I screamed in pain. I remember her knees, too. She held me down with them while she cut and burned scars into me.
Hold on a minute. What do you mean?
You can ask her when you see her.
Huh, she's getting more and more agitated.
And next you're gonna tell me my mother's also responsible for that scar on your head?
My heart stopped twice during the operation. I lost my memory for 6 months. You obviously have no idea of the abuse your mother inflicted on me.
Wait. There must be some kind of mistake.
My only mistake was ever meeting your mother.
She's able to describe every detail without hesitation or getting flustered. It's becoming difficult not to believe the poor girl.
Look, I've got to go.
Wait. I need to know more about you and my mother. Why did she put you through all of that? There must be some reason for what she did.
What's the point of rubbing salt in the wounds?
I want to find out what really happened.
No, you really don't want to know what your mother did when I shed my first blood at puberty.
On the contrary, you can tell me anything. Let me be my own judge.
I know your little game. You're no different from the rest of them. You couldn't give a damn about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Don't say that. Not everyone wants to use you. Some people care about you, don't they? Haven't you got a sister?
Yes.
I'm sure she loves you with all her heart.
She's the only one who cares about me. I would have put an end to it all by now if it weren't for her. Since you insist, I'll tell you how I met your mother.
Thanks for trusting me.
You see, before I was born, my mother often suffered from hallucinations and fits of anger. Soon people could barely recognize her. She became a completely different person. So my father spent an enormous amount of money paying for the best doctors, but none of them were able to cure her. The last resort was to call a priest.
So, is that what your father did?
No. He went to an expert in the occult.
Ah, my mother.
Her reputation already extended beyond our borders. My mother's fits stopped at my birth, and Sarah de Richet concluded that the evil had passed into me. Not only did it encourage her to stay, but she took the opportunity to advise my father to separate me from the rest of my family. That's how I was declared stillborn. My fate was decided that very day.
It would coincide with my mother's frequent trips to America.
I had my first fit when I was 3. That's when your mother began her experiments to rid me of the evil inside.
I understand how you feel, but I know my mother. I'm sure she had her reasons, even if it seems difficult to believe.
Everything she put me through was all for nothing. My whole life was ruined for nothing.
So what brings you here then?
My father used to know Sir Holm. He offered to introduce me to the world's leading authority in the occult.
Lord Mortimer.
He was my last hope. Until I found out he had also invited your mother.
It's got to be a coincidence. I don't believe for a second she's come here for you.
You can't change my mind about this, Louis. My days are numbered, and I know it.
Bueno, pues después de la charla con la chica esta Adams, Elizabeth Adams, vamos a desayunar ahí con toda la creme de la creme. A ver si está el señor Mortimer también, que no lo hemos visto hasta ahora.
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army. And Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
And right he was too.
Thank you again for the wine, Your Eminence. It is served every day at the King's table. I am delighted to hear it.
Volner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
Please.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And yourself?
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I should feel better too, as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, Emily. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity. Typically French. A Sauterne, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favourite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
It's the first time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mentioning that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
Show us your teeth. Is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
What do you think of Volner?
The Prussian king is his puppet.
I find it hard to believe the king of Prussia is so weak.
Be careful. Volner is as influential as he is dangerous.
You seem to know each other well.
We used to work together.
I see.
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
I heard the news. The storm.
He's certainly well connected and in high places.
Surprising. No one appears to know him.
No one knows me, and yet here I am.
Quite so.
Monsieur de Richet, it would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please? Lord Mortimer and the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis. I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my allies.
Well, of course.
And for that, I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
Surely such an amount will buy twice as many cannons. Don't try to pull a fast one on me. We're both young, but we are not naive.
Please don't be offended. I just wanted to make sure you knew what you were talking about. And I am reassured. I have one last question I would like to pose to you. We don't know each other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
The revolution was a good thing, but it gave birth to a monster. We must overthrow the new system in place.
Ah, you are right. Monsieur de Richet, I am reassured. I am very happy to have met you. Lord Mortimer was right to put his trust in you. I hope to work with you in the very near future. I would like to thank you for your support by offering you this humble little gift.
Reflections on the Revolution in France.
Monsieur Bonaparte, I thank you for this gesture, and please know that I, too, am delighted to have met you.
My friends, I would like to say a few words, please. I would like to thank Lord Mortimer, and you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is imminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends. And
trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington. Right, we shall meet again tomorrow. All the guests will be present, as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
Bueno, pues nos hemos pasado la tercera parte de este episodio 1, vino y cañones. Y hemos superado casi todo, no hemos fallado nada y había caminos alternativos. Podríamos haber registrado las putas habitaciones, no lo he pensado, la verdad. En fin, espero que os haya gustado esta partidita de Council. Dale un like si os está molando, suscribíos si no lo habéis hecho todavía. Y nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo. Adiós.